Girl, I know that I've done wrong and I didn't treat you right, honey. I know that I still love you and our future's bright, yeah. You don't tell me that you love me, but you tell all your friends. Woo, why don't you tell me when I'm close to you, yeah.
Those who don't know me, I'll quickly do a quick introduction. My name is Prince Otach. I'm a Kenyan reggae DJ, but now I'm based elsewhere. And I've got my business partner on the left-hand side, who's Josh, and we put up this event together. We just had Albarosi, and on my right-hand side, as you all know, we've got the golden voice, Mr. Don Campbell himself, and on the far right hand, we've got our wonderful Rebecca, who's Don Campbell's manager and wife. Yeah? So, having made that introduction, we are here because of the event that will be taking place here tomorrow at the KICC ballroom, and all the proceeds will go to Kwale Deaf Center. So this is a 100% charity event. And with that much, I would probably have liked Josh to say something, and then we'll go straight to Don Campbell himself.
Yeah, thank you, Dutch. My name is Jos Weeseman. I'm originally from the Netherlands, but I live in Kenya now. Well, almost 5 years. Before that, I lived in Ethiopia for 7 years. I lived on Zanzibar. So I love Africa. I never want to go back to Europe, only to see my mother. But yeah, I work with deaf people because my parents are deaf. Actually, my whole family, my parents, my grandparents, my aunts. I was raised with deaf culture and sign language. It's a genetic thing in our family. But me and my brother, we can hear. So I live in two worlds, the deaf world and the hearing world. For me, it's a blessing. I love both. And sign language is my first language, and I can also speak. So, and my mission in life is to work with deaf people to create opportunities. We have a community center in Kwale. That's the coast of Kenya. It's a place where deaf people where deaf people live together. In that part of Kenya, when you're deaf, people think there's something wrong with you. You're sick, or maybe you're even cursed by a demon. Deaf people are very discriminated there. Yeah. So we build a center where they can live together. They can stay there for 2 years. We provide shelter, food, but they have to actively participate in programs to create opportunities for their life, to find work. And what I mentioned before is that we don't like charity. We don't like to ask for money and beg. We like to be independent and take care of ourselves. Because if a deaf person or a disabled person can take care of themselves, they don't need anyone, they're already emancipated, they're already part of society. So we have a guest house for tourists, we have a farm, we do beadwork like this, all kinds of things to generate income. And one of our strategies is to organize events, music events, to bring together the cultural sector, music, with our cause. And we've been doing this on a small scale for maximum like 500 people. And now this is the first time we do it on a bigger scale. And you will see it tomorrow. All the people who are selling drinks will be deaf. So if you want to order a drink, you have to use sign language. And then you have to think, how do I say beer? How do I say Coke? How do I say... But luckily there will be workshops, deaf people who can teach you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. So you say one beer.
Oh,
for example.
And just normal drink is like
Yeah,
this?
drink.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Look, you can say Coca-Cola.
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 Oh,
Yeah, or
But they can read, eh?
I'm learning.
they can read, but we will have a menu in pictures, so you can just point.
Oh, okay.
It's not too complicated.
Yeah.
You won't have to be thirsty all night because you don't know how to say.
That's interesting. I can't wait.
So this is our concept to help people to create awareness. And yes, all proceeds, all profits will go to the deaf center because we have to pay for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And but in the end, what is left, we will give it to the deaf center. And yeah.
To Mr. Campbell, pleasure meeting you again with you at the airport.
Yes.
How is the experience here in Kenya?
So far,
So good.
it's brilliant. It's wonderful. I love Kenya. The people is very welcoming to me, and they're very warm, and I feel mentally, physically, and spiritually welcome. So it's all good.
What are we expecting from you tomorrow?
Well, obviously, as you know, this the event is as Josh said, is for the deaf. And I'm looking forward to performing tomorrow because these are the things I actually do like looking forward to helping out, and building up that sort of vibes to make this work. So I love being a part of this, communicating and doing shows and in that aspect. So it's all good for me, and I'm looking forward to it. And just as Josh was just saying a while ago with the signs, it's interesting. I'm loving it.
Have you ever find yourself in the same concert before?
I've done one or two concerts, in the sense of not for the deaf, but like for helping out the kids and those sort of orphanages and those sort of things. But this one I'm very much looking forward to, and not only that, but I'm here in Kenya for the first time. So it's for me, it's all positive. I just love the sound of it, everything about it. So I'm looking forward to it.
So my name is Edgar. Recently you are in Kibra. You happens to visit that is Kibra. What is this that you find so amazing in Kibra that you decided also to have a walk that is within Kibra? And personally, I think some of the people who are also on board when it comes to exactly the tomorrow's concert is people from Kibra, the reggae team from Kibra.
Yeah.
What exactly is this unique about Kibra, and what are you really expecting tomorrow from those people who are coming from Kibra?
Well, I'm expecting them to enjoy, to have a good time, because it's all about communication, creating a good vibes, for the cause as well, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
They talk about the golden voice, eh? I think one of the key things people talked about to you is about the golden voice. How do you project that voice? Do you went for another training about exactly how to make it more golden to an extent people love it? And I personally also, I like, if possibly, you can also just give us a cappella about it. So that you can...
Yeah, well, I've been singing well, to be honest with you, I've been singing for a long time now. I've been in a band before I started my solo career. One of my hit songs that I had back in England in the reggae charts was called Seat in the Rise, which I done in 1993. I know I'm actually putting up my age, but yeah, it is what it is. But I've been, every day I do sing, I do whatever melodies go through my head, I will do this. So it's all for me, rehearsing and practicing every day, as opposed to doing it a cappella, if you want me to do now. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Girl, I know that I've done wrong, and I didn't treat you right, honey. I know that I still love you, and our future's bright, yeah. You don't tell me that you love me, but you tell all your friends, woo. Why don't you tell me when I'm close to you, yeah. I can see it in your eyes. See, everyone knows it. Yeah.
Now, Don Campbell, you've been relevant since back today, since when I was born.
Yeah.
For a long time.
That's good.
Now, what makes you to be relevant for so long? Is it how your music, or how you interact?
I would say it's the music. Everyone has their own opinion, but I would personally say it's my music. People can relate. They hear the vibes in the song. It's melodic, it's capturing, and it's a privilege for me to do songs where people can, communicate with, and the messages is in the music as well. Message of love, message of peace, messages.
Yes, I have one question to you.
Yeah.
Personally, I love everything that we do must touch the community, and now you've been invited to be part of the charity event for the deaf community.
Yeah.
Now, what are your long-term plans for the deaf within every place on the planet Earth? Because we don't just live in Kenya.
No, of course.
So what are your long-term plans for that?
Okay, well, basically, I'm looking to sort of get involved in these kind of things, the orphanage with the kids, because I really love kids too. You know what I mean? We went to an orphanage, visited an orphanage yesterday and bought some stuff with us, rice and flour and all of these things, because that's what I'm about. I like giving back. Giving back for me is important. It doesn't matter where in the world it is, Yeah, and even with Josh, you know, the sign language and everything, it's all important to me. So this is why I'm here and I'm part of it and I support it, you know.
I'm talking about sign language. I don't know if you are master doing you to speak as
Say that again?
tomorrow. I'm talking about sign language.
Well, sign language, I don't know.
We will give him a workshop tomorrow. Don't worry.
So this is why I'm saying, to what Josh was saying, it's very interesting to what I hear him saying, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to learning some of that because I don't really know sign language.
And
Okay,
after this, after Josh has introduced you to a few sign languages, do you feel like there is a tune we can do with the sign language?
Of course.
Create
Why not?
awareness among the deaf people worldwide.
Yeah, that's amazing. I totally 100%.
I even know deaf dancers here.
Deaf dancers.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
We can definitely do.
Yeah, of course.
So that is possible, Josh.
Yeah,
course.
that's very possible. Very possible.
So, my question, I think this is my last question.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're one of the people so far, an international artist. You have really worked exactly to different countries, exactly doing exactly this music. Personally, currently you are in Kenya, and most of the people will want to know exactly. Are you also planning to work with any Kenyan artist, so that is part of exactly promoting that is the local talents within that is
Yes,
Kenya?
I've been asked that question. One of the artists you have here, Willy Paul, which I think is a really good artist. I would really love to do a combination with him. Not just Willy Paul, but if there is any local artist that you know, whenever we can just sending out certain messages and making people feel up-spirited and letting them know there's hope in the world and so forth. I'm up for that.
Don Campbell, you talk about exactly working with that is Willy Paul. People will want to know exactly why only Willy Paul and yet we have other artists.
It's not only Willy Paul. Since my first time here in Kenya, I haven't heard any other artist that I can say, oh yeah, that's one. If you get what I'm saying. But Willy Paul is the one I know that's from, it's most famous in Kenya. So yeah, with Elaine, he's done the track with Elaine that I've heard. So I'm saying yes, he's a good artist. But I haven't heard any other artist to say, okay, that one, this one. So that's basically it.
Okay, I think he's already asked
The question you was gonna ask.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
After the concert, are you planning to visit maybe again this Bokiem parks in Kenya because we are playing? Yes.
I'm looking definitely forward to visiting again.
No, the game.
Oh, the game.
We're going to Nassau.
Oh no, we're going to Nasamara. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And today
And today where we're going to
Nanyuki.
Nanyuki. Yeah.
Do you rate your songs?
Yeah, apart from obviously covers, yeah, right, my own. 90% out of 100 is mostly my original stuff, and the other 10% is covers.
A question to your wife. How are you enjoying Kenya so far?
I absolutely love Kenya. I was saying to him, it's so warm, the people, the culture. My roots is India, and I can see a lot of similarity. It's very much a can-do attitude here. Nothing is too much for anyone. The hospitality, the warmth, I feel like Don said when we were in the hotel, we feel like we're home.
You feel like I'm home.
It feels homely. It's nice.
Yeah. Do you plan on coming back for
Yes.
a longer stay?
Yes. He's working, but we were talking with our daughter, and we want to come back and spend the week.
One last question to her. She's your manager. Now, how do you manage to be a wife and a manager? Because if my girlfriend manages me for a week, the second week there'll be a cold boy in the house, stuff like.
I think it was a question of how he managed to understand that I'm his wife and manager. So sometimes when I talk, I have to say, by the way, we're talking business now. I'm not talking as your wife. So no, but honestly, it's been very easy in the sense of
it's not hard.
we both have the same goals in life. We have the same mindset on what we want to achieve and how we want to achieve it.
Which makes it easier.
Which does. I understand him. I understand his needs. I understand his character. So that's how maybe being his wife has helped. Because you have managers who will manage people and they're very just business orientated. I know his character, I know how to manage his character. So it was easy to get a deal with Touch because I know, look, I know how to talk him round, and I'll say we're doing something, and he'll do it. But it works well, like very well.
And as we said, it's for a good cause and everything as well.
Especially this show.
And that's what I love doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm very passionate
We've
about.
helped elderly, we've helped starving people, we've helped less fortunate. He's into charity. We just finished Grenada, where we were doing, because they had so much disaster there after the hurricanes. They wanted some help, so he helped and went there and shows and contributed to the cause there. So yeah,
It's all about giving back for me, you see, because the gift God's given me. Why can't I use it to help others?
And it's good your girlfriend manages you, so that's a very good. She'll have your best interests at heart.
I have a question. Maybe you plan on having a concert where we have different genres of the music. We have Afrobeat, reggae, piano. Maybe a much bigger concert to accommodate a larger audience and people get to enjoy their favorite kind of music.